TeddyGrey on stuff. Whooshy gives a proper reaction.
And now for something completely different.
Outcast gang, welcome back, or welcome, you could potentially be new here. I am here for the premiere of NF Motto, the second track I believe from his new album to come out on the April the 7th. I only heard about NF a week ago. My introduction was Hope when it dropped last week, so since then I've been taking the journey. If you want to join me on that journey, you want to join us on that journey, the whole community, talk to us in the live chat. I'm always about. I drop premieres almost daily, so if you want to join the community, please do that. I'll leave the link in the comment section below. So without further ado, like, comment, subscribe, and let's do this.
I could write a record full of radio songs, do a bunch of features that my label would love, do a bunch of features that I don't even like, just to build up the hype. Yeah, I could sell my house and move out to LA, get inside of rooms with the biggest of names, hire 50 people just to give me advice on the way I should write. Oh God, yeah, sounds like a nightmare if you ask me. Yeah, went from my bedroom to the big leagues. You know how many times that I was told,
talk that talk already. Like we're seeing him crash his way into a red carpet event, and we're hearing him talk about the things that he could be, as opposed to the things that he is, the things that he feels he has to be. And one of those things is real. Everything that he just described, those things, they don't strike me as real, you know? Those artists that have 50 people around them to give advice, nothing that they do ever comes from them, because it has to be run by 50 other different people before they can do anything. NF isn't that guy. Nate is not that guy. All the way back, literal shaking in my boots.
I could write a record full of radio songs, do a bunch of features that my label would love, do a bunch of features that I don't even like, just to build up the hype. Yeah, I could sell my house and move out to LA, get inside of rooms with the biggest of names, hire 50 people just to give me advice on the way I should write. Oh God, yeah, sounds like a nightmare if you ask me. Yeah, went from my bedroom to the big leagues. You know how many times that I was told things wouldn't work but worked out. Having cold feet didn't keep me from success but delayed it some. I used to be the guy who killed to get it #1. I had to hear that song's a hit before.
That's so fire. He's basically he said cold feet, which is, you know, him saying that he had what's the word that I'm looking for? My mind is so boggled at the minute. This is the first time I'm getting to premiere an NF track. I'm losing my voice. I'm losing words. This is exciting for me. I haven't been excited for quite a while about one single artist. It's usually groups and stuff now that I like, and I get excited about those. Whoa! The fact that he said cold feet means that he had like maybe preconceptions or preconceived notions about what he was doing, and he was feeling anxious about the stuff that he was doing. But to go from that to having a #1 means he went from those cold feet to being hot shit. From cold to hot. Like he constantly talks in these. Like obviously the double entendres are there, but he also talks in like, I don't know. It's like both ends of a spectrum. He's covering all bases. Do you know what I mean? Ugh.
Hire 50 people just to give me advice on the way I should write. Oh God, yeah, sounds like a nightmare if you ask me. Yeah, went from my bedroom to the big leagues. You know how many times that I was told things wouldn't work but worked out. Having cold feet didn't keep me from success but delayed it some. I used to be the guy who killed to get it #1. I had to hear that song's a hit before I thought it was, but nowadays I don't really give a what. Oh God, might catch me at the award.
I honestly, I've been told by so many of you in the comments, and thank you for every single comment. You know You already know I read every single one. So many people have said like he doesn't cuss in his songs. I thought he was going to do it then. I thought he was going to do it. Because that would be such a weird juxtaposition, because all of that time he was dressed in black and he didn't swear once. And yet now he's dressing in white and he's making songs about hope, and like even this song sounds a lot happier than the last ones. There's still that kicky punch of drums in there, which seems like a trademark NF thing at this point. It seems like trademark NF, but it builds suspense and drama. I love it.
Guy who killed to get it #1. I had to hear that song's a hit before I thought it was, but nowadays I don't really give a what. Oh God, might catch me at the award show,
Really?
eating popcorn in the back row, catching Z's with my hat low. No nominations, but it's cool though. Oh God, you might see me in the same clothes I had on last week in my shame no. Yeah, you heard this saying, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's my motto. Yeah, I miss buying CDs at the store.
So was that the hook then? You might see me at the awards show. That was the start of the hook. I kind of like that because, again, I couldn't tell that was the hook because it sounds, it's so different to what NF's made in the past. This is different. It seems like he's in a much better place, like he's making music that's going to outlast for a different reason. It's going to resonate with people for a different reason, but he's still bringing that element of realness to it by saying like, you might see me at the award shows, but I'm going to be in the back eating popcorn, catching Z's with my hat low. So if you do see me at the award shows, you're not going to see a different name. You're going to see the same thing that you've always seen, because I can't be anything else but me. And here on TeddyGrey and stuff, we applaud that behaviour. Ain't that right, Vinny? He knows. We do. Alright, we do. I'm going all the way back for the book.
Nowadays, I don't really give a what. Oh God, might catch me at the award show, eating popcorn in the back row, catching Z's with my hat low. No nominations, but it's cool though. Oh God, you might see me in the same clothes I had on last week in my shame no. Yeah, you heard this saying, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's my motto. Yeah, I miss buying CDs at the store and thumbing through the cases trying to make a choice. That don't make no sense to you, well of course. See,
do you know what? He just took me back. I don't know how many of you are going to be in the UK, but you'll remember HMV. They had everything like, and I'm sure it was the same for places in the US and everywhere around the world, but they had everything alphabetized. And you could just pick out a CD, read like obviously I used to, oh God, I used to love the cover art, and then I'd look on the back to see who the features were, even if I didn't know the artist, perhaps I'd know a feature artist. Oh God. And then vinyl, doing the same thing. Now obviously it won't be as good for me because I grew up in the 90s, so that wasn't the heyday of vinyl at all. That was like, I grew up in the heyday of CDs. But for those of you who were there with vinyl, oh, I can't imagine. And for any of you who like produce beats or you like to sample beats, like thumbing through those records, just anything that you pick out, absolute gems. By the way, a little tip for anybody that does that, I heard Alchemist say once that if there's a jazz record with a hot woman on the front, it's always fire. Apparently. You know, just a tip for anybody who wants it. Passing on the knowledge.
See me in the same clothes I had on last week in my shame no. Yeah, you heard this saying, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's my motto. Yeah, I miss buying CDs at the store and thumbing through the cases trying to make a choice. That don't make no sense to you, well of course. See, one man's inconvenience is another's joy. Wow, how are you unemployed? Telling me to get a life, you should look at yours. Yup, congratulations, you can.
What he just did, this is going to take so long to get through, but that's Nate for you. And I know you guys love watching the in-depth reactions more than you love watching somebody just going. So we're going into it, okay? The fact, like what he just said, One man's inconvenience is another man's joy. Like, he basically just summed up the entirety of like going from CDs and that being the way that you sell to now streaming services. Like, one man's inconvenience to go out there and buy a CD and thumb through all these records. One man's inconvenience is another man's joy. Like, the reason why Napster was first created was, I mean, there were a lot of reasons, but one of them was for the inconvenience of having to go out and buy a CD or go out and thumb through all these vinyl records or all these CDs to try and find something that you might like. But one man's inconvenience is another man's joy, and that sums that up so perfectly. Oh, the fact that he summed all of that up in that like one bar tells me that he's been working on this album for a long time. Now, obviously, because I only heard of Nate a week ago, I don't know how long the last album, I don't know how long ago it was that the last album or last project he did came out. So I don't know. But this tells me that he's been working on this sort of project or this sort of message for a long time. Maybe he's been working on this sort of message for a longer time than we even know. Because that is genius.
One man's inconvenience is another's joy. Wow, wow, how are you unemployed? Telling me to get a life, you should look at yours. Yup, congratulations, you can raise your voice. Hope you break both of your legs falling off your horse. Oh snap, this is the industry where it ain't how big you are, it's how big you seem. Where people sacrifice the art trying to chase a dream, and they wonder why their music's lacking creativity. Oh yeah, would've gave.
Do you know what? I might listen to this whole thing again after. Oh my god. Sometimes my eye leaks whenever I listen to like good music and I get good feelings about music. My eye leaks. It's always just one of them as well. You'll know when I'm crying, but my eye leaks, alright?
To you, well, of course. See, one man's inconvenience is another's joy. Wow, wow, how are you unemployed? Telling me to get a life, you should look at yours. Yup, congratulations, you can raise your voice. Hope you break both of your legs falling off your horse. Oh snap, this is the industry where it ain't how big you are, it's how big you seem. Where people sacrifice the art trying to chase a dream, and they
people sacrifice the art trying to chase a dream. Now, he could be talking about so many people, but the one that always comes to mind whenever somebody says that is 6ix9ine, because I feel like that's the most exaggerated version that we've ever seen of that. It's not how good you are or how big you are, it's how big you seem. You know? It's oh God. And it doesn't mean that there's substance there. It doesn't mean that there's talent there. That's a popularity contest. This is one thing that I've struggled with on this reaction channel so much, because I've reacted to artists who a lot of people, like, they've garnered a lot of attention, global attention mostly. And if I divulge into an opinion that I have about them that doesn't match the mainstream opinion, it seems that all I get is hate. Like, that's the reason why these people end up being so big, because they just live in an echo chamber where nobody can say anything bad about them. So they seem much better than they actually are. And that's exactly what he's speaking on. He's got to have been working on this for a while. And look, he's addressing the nation. Like, he's not rapping to us anymore, because he knows that we're listening to his music. We don't need to hear this bullshit. We don't need to hear this, because we've come for the realness. He's talking to everybody else. He's talking to the people in the camera. The people who would watch an award show. Do you know what? Oh my God, I wish I could run through this wall. I wish I could run through this wall. Binny, that's like something you would do. Oh my God. He's addressing the camera, because they're the types of people who need to hear that. Because anybody who's interested in those award shows, kalas. Popularity contest. Go fuck yourself.
falling off your horse. Oh snap, this is the industry where it ain't how big you are, it's how big you seem. Where people sacrifice the art trying to chase a dream, and they wonder why their music's lacking creativity. Oh yeah, would've gave anything to be respected by the artists I was listening to. but not no more, them days of history. Skip the red carpet, you looking for me. Oh God, yeah. You might catch me at the award show, eating popcorn in the back row, catching Z's with my hat low. No nominations, but it's cool though. Oh God, you might see me in the same clothes I had on last week in my shame note. Yeah, you heard this saying, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, that's my motto. Got my feet propped up, leave my shirts untucked. I'm the boss, so what? I do what I want. You got the trophy, that's great. I'm happy for you, no hate. Still got a smile on my face, chilling in the back like, hey, oh God, yeah. You might catch me at the award show.
I don't know what that was, because it was kind of a verse, but there wasn't many like stinging points in it. So I wonder why he... Maybe it was just like literally just a congratulations, just to say, look, I know everything that I said. It still applies, but listen, I'll still give you the claps. Well done, congratulations, you got your trophy. Well done. Oh shit! Like he's basically saying, I don't care, like whether I win an award or not. That's not what interests me. Maybe like a publication or like a reactor or somebody has said somewhere along the lines, like because he hasn't won any awards, like his fame or his music doesn't mean anything. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe there's like chatter of that somewhere on the internet. You can find everything on the internet. I'm sure somebody said it, but maybe he's addressing that. I don't know, but he's basically saying like, I make my music for the people I make my music for. If you don't like it, you don't have to listen. But people do listen, so I don't need your awards. I don't need your recognition, your gratification. I don't need a thing from you. And if you do catch me at the award shows, I'm gonna have my feet on some stranger's shoulders.
Propped up, leave my shirts untucked. I'm the boss, so what?
This was on the trailer.
I do what I want. Oh God. You got the trophy, that's great. I'm happy for you, no hate. Still got a smile on my face, chilling in the back like, hey, oh God, yeah. You might catch me at the award show, eating popcorn in the back row, catching Z's with my hat low. No nominations, but it's cool though. Oh God, you might see me in the same clothes I had on last week in my shame note. Yeah, you heard this saying, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, that's my motto.
Oh, that's like the Joker. That's exactly what I'd do. That's so sick. I really like that. That reminds me of, you know, in The Incredibles. I swear, the Mr. Incredible, he picks up a car, and then the kid's just looking at him going, that was incredible. But this guy just went, like, I'm not gonna lie, if I ever saw Nate, I know he doesn't want a picture, so I probably would just be like, oh my God, maybe that's what it is. Maybe he's saying like, oh my God. The end of it, like, you can kick me out of those award shows. You can say that I can't have an award. That's fine. But you kick me out, I'll still be doing my thing, dancing down the stairs, do. And then I'll run into somebody who is one of my kind because they didn't ask for a picture. They were a real fan of me. They didn't ask for a picture. They just went, because that's my people. So you can kick me out of your award shows. That's cool. My people will still find me. Oh, obviously at this point just a theory, but perhaps that's sort of what they were going with, the direction that they were going with. Although, I've known about NF for a week, so for all I know, that kid could have been in a previous video, and it's like a callback because, you know, I literally did outro and intro 3 yesterday, so I know that he does callbacks in videos now, so I'm always on the lookout for stuff. I like that. I really do like that, and I like, especially since I did, oh my god, I did the reaction to How Could You Leave Us? Like 4 days ago. One of the most stressful and emotional times of my life, let alone this YouTube channel. So to go from that to this, for me personally, because I'm going from How Could You Leave Us to this. Literally, that's my journey so far, because I couldn't not listen to this. I had to do it. Which now in hindsight, I actually feel quite bad about, but I'm gonna get this reaction out for you guys. And then once I've done the journey, I can look at Hope, Motto, and the rest of the album, April the 7th. I can look at it all with a fresh pair of eyes, a new outlook on life. Thank you all for being here in the live chat. I see you all in the premiere. You know I'm there with you. All we gotta do now is just wait for April the 7th. But please, if you want to, then follow the journey. For those of you that have been following the journey, genuinely from the bottom of my heart, thank you. The comments have been the greatest thing about this journey. The greatest thing about this journey has been the people, you guys. So thank you. So yeah, it's been your boy TeddyGrey stuff. Thank you all for being here. Deuces.